spotted cat to another. We've just left a leopard that killed a scrub hare right next to us, and if you want to see the highlights of that footage, go onto Nat.Geo Wild's Facebook page. And now we're with two male cheetah. They've just crossed the southern boundary of Cheetah Plains. If they keep walking in this direction, they're going to walk straight to where we left quarantine. Now here comes the second male. I have not seen cheetahs since August, so I'm just having the best day. And Dangerous Dave, I want to wait for him to come back. This is your first full day back from leave. Remember, this is 100% live. You are enjoying these cheetah at the exact same time as us. And remember, if you want to ask any questions, hashtag Safari Live or questions at WildEarthTV. Okay, isn't this incredible? Now, I wonder if there's any poor, unsuspecting impala. Now, when we talk about cheetahs being crepuscular, most active at dusk and dawn, it started to get a little bit cooler. Not much, but now is the time. And then both these boys look quite hungry. It seems the luck is definitely on my side today. Most of the time I catch them as they're crossing into Mala Mala. Now they've just crossed into Cheetah Plains. So I'm ecstatic, and we have been waiting for a very long time to watch a cheetah hunt take place over these wide open plains. Is today the day? Now, Lionheart's wondering what would happen if these two cheetah met Mr. Q, the leopard we've just been with. Now, strange enough, these exact two cheetah, have met Mr. Q before. And he was much younger then, and he chased them. So it's likely that if he spots them, he will definitely chase them. The cheetah being so highly designed and so extremely adapted to speed, they've foregone almost all their strength, and any little injury could prove a big problem for them. So they would 99.9% of the time try avoid conflict with an animal as strong as a leopard, and particularly with Mr. Quarantine being as big as he is and as strong as he is, they would avoid him even more. We're just going to shoot up ahead a little bit. I'm going to just go around the front of them. Two reasons. One, we want to get a nice look at their beautiful faces. Number two is we want to see if there's any impala on the next clearing. So being in the right place for a hunt. Now, cheetah is probably one of the best animals to follow hunting, especially in a particularly open area like this, because you are able to position yourselves perfectly to get the whole hunt happen. Now, of course, there's got to be impala, so fingers crossed. And they're going to scent mark as they go. So cheetah have their favorite scent marking spots, and they will often use them time and time again. Look at that, smelling. Now, the reason a cheetah move such big distances and have such large home ranges is because they're constantly in search of lady cheetahs who have even bigger home ranges than the boys. Now, cheetah are the only big cat that need a male dominant, not a male dominant, a male heavy sex ratio for successful breeding. So all other cats, you will find that there are more girls than boys, except in cheetah. They're scanning towards the edge of the tree line. Oh, they changed their mind. Not heading towards where Mr. Q is anymore. They might head back. Or they might just be going to a favorite tree to mark. There could be some water left from the rain that they might go have a drink just behind where Andrew is there. So we're just going to get ourselves into a good spot. We're heading straight towards this area at the moment. So they are hungry. You can see how concave their bellies are. Hello, Zombie Cow. Zombie Cow would like to know, what do cheetah eat the most? Well, I'd say in this area, probably duiker and steenbok and impala were their three most common things that they eat. Let's have a look. They might be heading towards that little mud wallow. Could be some water in it. Get ready with the screenshots. If they stop for a drink, it could be spectacular. It is going to be spectacular. They are stopping for a drink. Now, I hope you guys are getting some great screenshots. Remember to share them on our Facebook page, Safari Live, or pop them on Twitter with the hashtag Safari Live. And I can't help myself. I'm going to have to take one photograph. Hello, Lady Lone Wolf. Lady Lone Wolf would like to know, will these cheetah stay together for life? Indeed they will. It's probably a 90% chance that these guys are brothers. Now, cheetah coalitions, male coalitions, are always made up of related male cheetah, so brothers. And even though only one of them might mate, the other will defend the same territory or home range, knowing that its genes are being passed down by its sibling. Now, cheetah fights can be quite spectacular. I know of a cheetah fight that happened in Botswana that lasted for just under 48 hours. It was two different coalitions of two males that fought and rested and then fought again and rested and fought again. So they can be quite violent when they want. Generally, they are very, very relaxed around human beings. There's very few recorded cases of cheetah attacking humans outside of captive bred animals. So in the wild, they tend to share away from conflict rather than towards it. The complete opposite strategy to a male lion. Now, the biggest threats to cheetah, of course, from the other animals is, like with most animals, is lions. They are absolutely gorgeous animals. Hear them drinking. Hi, James. James is wondering, do they ever climb trees? They do indeed, James. And generally, they're not nearly as good at tree climbers as leopards, but they generally prefer to climb sort of trees that have been pushed over by elephants. And it's also the spot where they generally will like to defecate. It's a very good spot to mark your territory out in the open and quite up high. As I said, they are quite hungry, so they are going to be on the move. This is the right time of the day for cheetah to be on the move, just as that temperature drops a little bit. And they are that wonderful word I can never get tired of saying. They are crepuscular, which means they are most active at dusk and dawn. So early afternoon, or late afternoon now, going through to early evening, is when cheetahs do most of their hunting. You see their very rounded heads and very aerodynamic. Tony's wondering if there's something wrong with one of the cheetah's eyes. Not that I can see, Tony, but I will have a closer look again now. Isn't this just wonderful? What a wonderful afternoon way down in the east here on Cheetah Plains. It's cats, cats, and more cats today. So we're going to stick with these cheetah for now. You can hear the crowned lapwings are not impressed. They're flying over the cheetah. There's a good spot for a scent mark. Now, Ed is wondering if they came across a female, would they fight each other for mating rights? Ed, they would not. As I said, generally only one coalition member will mate, the other will sit to the side, and that other male is generally happy to let the other male mate because it knows its genetic line is still being passed down. Oh, and here we go. Drink. And a spot of shade. Now, often you might have heard us say when you're looking for cheetah, especially on these big open areas, you need to look for something that looks like a pile of elephant dung. They're one of the only big cats, or the only big cat that lies completely flat like that, with their head popped up, and sometimes from a distance it can look like a large pile of elephant dung, but it turns out to be the fastest land mammal in the world. So they are more active than the other cats, but they still do have problems dealing with heat. So they will walk a little bit, rest, walk a little bit, rest, just like the other cats. Now we're going to sit here, we're not going to move an inch to see what these cheetah get up to next. While we do that, let's go see what incredible little creature Jamie has found. Unluckily for Jamie, they were south of the boundary this morning, but we must have got to them just after they crossed. So isn't this exciting? We've decided to emulate the cheetah, and we've moved into the shade. So Dangerous Dave and myself are behaving just like cheetah, and we're hoping that we're going to be able to get up and follow them on the hunt shortly. So, oh, Dave, bird on top of the tree. Oh, I think that's a new one for this wet season. Here we go, paradise wider. You never know what's out here. So that might be. Oh, off he goes. Where's his girlfriend? Now, he's on the ground. Down, left. There he is. Oh, he's keeping Dave honest. To the right. And where's my hand? There. Oh, he's just skipped behind the bush. So there's paradise wider. So during the winter months, he is a dull brown, drab little bird. But soon as summer comes and it's time to impress the ladies, he grows a magnificent tail, gets some rouging on his chest, and is hopefully going to attract all the mates. Now, it doesn't look like he's doing too well at the moment. I don't see a flock of females with him. So he might not have found one yet, but very cool to see that they're in their summer plumage now already. Oh, off he goes. And of course, we're still with the wonderful male cheetah. Now, we were chatting about cheetah and what would they do if they bumped into the leopard, and strangely enough, I think it is the first sighting I ever had of cheetah when I moved to Safari Live was the day that the quarantine male leopard chased them. And how funny, we've seen both quarantine and the exact same two male cheetah he chased, and that was quite a while ago. And Brian was on camera with me. I love the way they lie with their heads up, looking for any potential prey species that might meander into the open plains. But while we continue to sit here and wait for these beautiful boys to get on the move, James is with a bird just as noisy as himself. Welcome back. We're still sitting here. Heads are still up. The temperature is dropping, so we are hoping they are going to get onto the move again. Now, there were some impala through to the north of us. Oh, there we go. Timing is impeccable. Now, you can see, now we spent time with leopard and cheetah this afternoon. You can see that even though quarantine, the male leopard, is a much heavier, bigger animal, the cheetah are taller at the shoulder. Look at the neck, how thin it is. Look at the head, the way it's shaped. So they are very, very different from a leopard. And the really interesting thing about cheetah is that their two closest living relatives actually live in the Americas. It's the jaguar guddy cat and, of course, the puma. And it is one of the few cats that has semi-retractable claws. And everything about it is designed for the hunt, for the chase, for speed, and in doing so they've given up almost all their defenses. So again, their best defense is speed when it comes to escaping other predators. So someone is trying to get hold of me on the Game Drive channel. Oh, apparently. Oh, rolling up. Johan. Okay, so I think I'm a bit too far for the northern channel, so I'm just going to call Andrew on the eastern channel and get him to do it for me. Andrew? Apparently Johan from Buffelshoek was looking for you. I can't hear him. My northern channel doesn't work down here anymore. Johan from Jacana. Copy, thanks. Sorry about that. So we're still with the cheetah. Ooh, there's just some golden backlight behind us. We just can't say no to, can we, David? We can't say no to golden backlight. Wasn't that stunning? There we go. Nice swing, Dave. Good form. You can see you're fresh back from leave. I hope you guys remember, share your screenshots on our Facebook page or on Twitter with the hashtag Safari Live. Now, you can see how indented their bellies are. They definitely could use a meal. Now they're heading towards the edge of the woodland. Now, oops, sorry, Dave. Oh, isn't that stunning? Look at that golden light. Andrew, how many other vehicles are standing by here? Okay, so the cheetah's going to move off. We're going to try stick with him. But while we do that, I just need to be on the game drive comms for a little bit. So let's go see what Jamie's up to as the sun starts to set. Beautiful. So this is the time of the day when cheetah are the most successful in their hunts, the crepuscular hours. So around dusk and dawn. I just can't get enough of saying the word crepuscular. Now, often people are under the impression that cheetah need big open plains to hunt. They are just as adept at hunting in woodland like this, and for a lot of their range, cheetah occur more in woodland than in wide open plains, because of course there is more woodland than the wide open plains. Okay, it looked like they might be about to climb this tree. This is the type of tree. Oh, of course they didn't. Oh, but they're getting playful as it gets cooler. Running down. Oh, running. That white patch behind is the boundary. Let's try and keep up with them to get one last view. Okay, we're going to have to just shoot a little bit to get them crossing the boundary. Okay. Hold on, guys. We're going to catch them as they cross, unfortunately, like Mr. Q did to the north. But what a spectacular sunset safari it has been so far. Here we go, they're probably going to scent mark that false marula. There we go, the simultaneous scent marking. And unfortunately, there they go. Straight across the northern edge of our traverse, not more than 100 meters from where quarantine just crossed. Just sneak forward slightly as we watch them disappear. There they go. Very unfortunate, but we have had some lovely views of them so far this evening. And coupled with Mr. Quarantine, it has been a spectacular afternoon down on Cheetah Plains. The plains living up to their name today. Well, hopefully, since they're so hungry, they might catch something. So we're going to leave them be, and while we do that, let's go see what feathered friend James has on the ground.